Right. This back looks a bit weird. That shoulder's too big. Right. Let's give that a go to start with. Okay. Take a bit off that shoulder. Whoops. Try not to smack him in the head. Okay. That back leg's too big. Let's make the wood on this leg thinner, I think. Let's figure that out a bit. Okay. It's a lot smaller on the other side. That's because I've got to take that back. The back of that down. See if I can do that a little bit. Come on. There we go. Okay, that looks better. Right, now we can take away some more from this. Whoopsie. Okay. Looks pretty good. Still too chunky in his body. And under there, there's a bit under there that's tricky to get to. Quite hard to get to this bit. There we go. I'll clear it out with a little pokey. Where's the pokey one? Here's the pokey one. I've got a pokey one here that's good for clearing little bits out. Oops. Well, that's better, but still not there. Okay, getting better. Let's take this bit down a little bit. Right. That's a bit better. You get about 700 different hand positions to cut stuff sometimes. Alright, okay, that looks better. We're going to skinny this leg down a fair bit more though. Probably in the front and the back, I guess. There we go. Yeah, let's do a little bit on the back. When I first started making it, it looked like he had a little baby head because his body was too big, but I think we're balancing that out now, so his head doesn't look so tiny. And proportion is often one of the harder things to figure out. Then once you got that figured out, then it's like the size of the limbs and the way the muscles change or whatever, depending on how the limb is twisted or whatever. But I mean, a lot of that is beyond me at the moment. I do try though. I need a lot of references and stuff for it. You can't see this bit, but I promise you I'm cutting stuff. Right. That's pretty good. Let's cut this down a little bit. And then let's take this one down. Whoops. Right. You've got to get the foot smaller. Still a big chunker at the moment. Let's try and draw the foot to a different size here. Alright. Let's carve this away. Hey Michael, thanks. I'm just trying to get all the limbs kind of the right size before I try and do anything else to them. Takes a little while to figure it all out. Let me draw this foot from the side. Just going to look at one of my reference pictures. Which one? This one probably. Yeah. There we go, that's a bit more like it. I was trying to cut this bit. I'm trying not to slip or anything because obviously I'm holding it with my other hand. Right. Come in here a bit with this. It's still a bit chunky around the body. I'll try and take him down a bit. Okay. That's pretty good. So this guy is going to be wrapped up with bandages, but I need to figure out where they're going. So I'm definitely going to have them wrapped around here and round at least the top of this other leg. Maybe I could finish him off down here or something, and then go up his body, maybe have a blank bit out there, and then maybe wrap around one of his arms, maybe this one. But before I do that, I think I need to go around and smooth out the body parts a bit more. So I'll do that now. This bit's quite satisfying, but it's sort of tricky because you're kind of trying to take all the peaks off. So, I mean, you don't have to do this, everyone has a different style, but I like to try and take all these peaks off the top and slowly smooth things out. And I much prefer to do this with tools because I don't really like what sandpaper does to wood carvings. For me, it takes away a lot of the work that I've put in to carve something. It sort of muddies the, all the hundreds or actually thousands of cuts that I've made. So I like to try and smooth with just tools. And in my opinion, it looks better that way, but not everyone would agree. Yeah, it's already looking a lot better. There's a very kind of flat plane all the way down the side of this leg. I don't really want that, so I'm going to try and get rid of that. Okay, that's a bit better. Come on. There we go. Okay. They're probably going to start having to cut in the other direction. Okay. Still a little bit of a bump there. Alright. Now let's do the front part of the leg. Alright. This is still quite thick down here. I think I'm going to take a bit more of this front off, I think. Hey, thanks, mate. Thanks, Michael. Appreciate that. Do the same here. There we go. That's better. The knee looks a bit knobbly now. I'm going to have to take it back a bit. Alright. Let's work on this side of the body. It's another bit that's really flat. Still a bit chunky. That's a bit better. Okay. So one of the problems with wood carving, you go back and forth quite a lot. Like you get a feature how you think you want it, and then suddenly you're like, oh, actually I've got to take a bit off that, and then you have to take a bit off next to the bit that you just took a bit off so that it matches it again, kind of, you know. It's a bit tricky. But, you know, it's about patience, perseverance, all that kind of stuff. If you don't have patience and you want to get into wood carving, then you're probably going to have to learn it. Or you can just be a really impatient wood carver and just, you know, just go crazy and make random shapes. You could do that. Alright, we've got to skinny this down as well now. Another thing I've done in the past to do this kind of like smoothing out is to use a gouge like this, and you just kind of do all these little hello camera, you do all these little like, oh it's going, stop. All these little bits like this. And you just do it all over. And it leaves you with this cool little texture of all these little tiny marks. I mean, I might do that later, but right now we just got to try and get the shape down. Does look a bit better. Definitely looks better than when I started. Taking a lot of the meat off him. He still looks a bit big in the butt. There we go. That's better. Okay. Okay. Try and get this out here. This is the problem where you have two places where you kind of converge. Having to clean it up is a bit weird. How am I going to clean up in there? Let me try the V chisel. I just got to grab it from wherever it is. It is here. Right. Okay, let's try the V chisel in here. I'll come up the bottom axis, but this arm is way too thick here. Just got to be careful the amount of pressure I put on, because there's lots of delicate parts that could snap. I was going to try and use that, but I don't think I'll work. Come on. I want you doing what you're supposed to do. This is nonsense. There we go, it's a bit better. It's not great, but oh, I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to use this other small one I've got. Let's use this one. This one's pretty good for this. Just basically like a straight chisel, but because it's small, I can get it in all these little gaps. There we go, that already looks way better. The only problem is cleaning up under here. Oops. Let's use the little pokey one. Let's poke this in here. There we go. There we go, that's miles better. Okay. Alright, let's get this cleaned up a bit if I can. I just want to get like a knife or something in there. Just down here. Or maybe the other way up might be better. I've definitely got to come in a bit with that. The arm's too big there. Just got to come in here a bit somewhere. Okay. Let's try and clean up all this mess under here, because there's a whole load of mess here. This is where we've got to keep going back and forth because we're diving down into a valley with the wood, so we can't like scoop down with a knife there and then scoop up, because then we'd split a big section off. Same here, we can't scoop down there and then scoop up, because then we'd split a big section off there. So because of that, we have this like point in the middle down in the valley where you get like a line across it. So what I normally do is just keep working it back and forth until I've got what I want. And sometimes what you can do is scrape across like this. Or you could use a file or some sandpaper if you want to use sandpaper. Or you could go across it with a gouge. So you could go like this. You can go on this little annoying bit here with a gouge. And just slice it off at the source so that there's no marks left there. You'll probably leave some marks with the chisel though. But it can work. I mean, that looks pretty good. Right. It's still a bit messy in there. Try and clean some of that up, shall we? Let's use that gouge in there again. Try and clean this bit up that's in the valley. Okay, that's pretty good. Pretty good. Still messy underneath, but that's alright. Alright. Let's do the same over here. We've got the same issue. I don't know what I'm hearing. Sounds like a drone outside. Or it's people messing around with motorbikes going in circles, maybe. Oh yeah, I think it is. Right. Okay, it's pretty good. Quite clean. Still looks pretty weird from the back. I think it's the shoulders, probably. So we're going to have to check the references. Let's see what we can find for that. Let's have a look here. Alright, there's some shoulders there. Try and separate the shoulders from the back a little bit. There we go. There's still too much going on here, I think. Definitely looks better. How much better though is the question. But yeah, it definitely looks better. Okay. I could do a bit of a line up the spine. I mean, I'm going to have some bandages around here, so it's not going to be too obvious where the spine is, I don't think, but we could just do some kind of indication with a little gouge. Let's use the gouge to kind of soften that up. Try and soften this edge over so this sort of eases into the rest of it. God damn, man, I wish you would stay focused. Hey, why'd you go off? Maybe I need to change my lighting a bit, that might help. Let's try that. That looks worse, if anything. How about over here? Slant the shoulders a bit more. Or the back, I guess. Right, I think, yes, I think we're ready to do a bit more smoothing now. And then maybe, how long have we been on for? About an hour. Yeah, maybe I can start on the bandages after I do a bit more smoothing. Come on. This bit's very hard to get to inside the leg. I don't even really know how I'm going to do it, to be honest. From here, maybe? This might work. It's mostly due to other parts of him being in the way. Yeah, I mean, it worked a little bit. And I have to carve this kind of direction as well, so I can't go up. So that's another problem. I'll come under here. Oh, there we go. This might work, I think. Yes. Okay. There we go. That's better. That's better. this little bit down under there. It looks really weird. It just looks like really straight. I don't know if you can see that. So it looks really straight. It just keeps focusing on really weird parts because I can't. Can't position it that well. That might be better. Yes, it's a bit better. Still all this stuff in there though. Yeah, just like right in there. Right in there. And here. The groin area is basically, we're having problems with the groin area. Let's just say it, shall we? I haven't given him much of a bulge here either. That might come back to haunt me. Maybe he just doesn't have one. I mean, he's got a wooden leg. Maybe he got extra injuries from that as well. From whatever happened. Man, that's so hard to get to. This is another instance where, like, sort of like power carving with a rotary tool or a Dremel. Oh my god, camera. Where a rotary tool with a Dremel or something comes in handy because you could just get a little bit on the end and poke right in there and it'll be fine. But doing this with hand tools is a lot trickier. But I just like the way hand tools look. I like how they slice through the wood and how the finish comes up. I just much prefer it to any other method. Maybe if we go up a bit, the light won't shine on it so brightly and so it won't mess up the focus, we'll see. Yeah, you can see I'm kind of struggling with that. Maybe if I use this little pokey one, let's try and poke the stuff out, shall we? I mean, this is all going to turn into bandages eventually, but for the bandages to be a bit more convincing, I think I need to clear away this rough stuff, right? Because I don't think that would be a very good texture for a bandage. Suddenly seeing like this rough patch wouldn't really make sense. Is this going to work? I don't know. Nope. Let's try this one. Okay, that's a bit better. I could use a file. I've got a bunch of files in here. What we got? I should have a little round one. Where is it? Here it is. Just to get all the fluff off there, we could get this little round, kind of round one. It's snapped off there. The proper edge is there, but because it's a bit snapped off, it's actually kind of handy for getting in between places. I usually don't like resorting to files, but sometimes I have to. And it's almost always in a place where it's hard to see anything anyway, so. Usually doesn't ruin the kind of carved aesthetic that much. Alright. Now let's get a gouge and come through the side with it. I'm going to need it here as well. Okay. Now let's smooth up a little bit. Where is it? There it is. Use the gouge again here. Okay, whoops. Keep tapping the frickin' camera stand. Come on. Stupid focus. I think I need a better camera. Or a better phone. I've had this one for about 5 years now. Jesus. Right. Okay. Let's start on the bandages, shall we? Let's give the bandages a go. Right, first thing I want to do is have one coming up here. Like this. We can have something coming up inside like that or something. There we go. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. And another one going across the front like that. Okay. Does that finish anywhere? Oh no, it spins around on itself. Doesn't even make sense. Well, I suppose it does kind of, but not really the way I want it to. Make it come up here somewhere like this. And then from there we'll have another one come and wrap down over the top of it. Where is that going to go? Up right through the middle, right? I guess it already kind of is. Going up around there. Okay, let's start with that. See how it looks. I've got a little bit of the edge to cut off here because it doesn't really work with the bandage thing, so let's cut a little bit of that off. There's a little like kind of curve in there I want to get as well. Let's get that gouge, where is it? Yeah. Just trying to sell the bandages a bit more by making a bit of a stop cut there. I guess they'll be quite thick bandages going on like the scale of it there. So maybe they'll be more like wraps, like a thick cloth wraps or something. I don't know. The only reason I'm doing bandages is because I didn't leave enough of a gap when I first made the legs. I didn't leave like a bit here that would show fabric kind of stretching across between the two legs. So I thought, well, how am I going to do that? Because I don't want to be a naked guy. So I thought, well, we'll wrap bandages around them, because in that way, you know, you could have a bandage wrapped up there and around the waist and then back down the leg again. So it could be like being a naked guy, but not quite. So there's no particular lore to the bandages apart from just that it was my solution to cover up a mistake I made, basically. But that is wood carving. That just happens. Unless it's a big project that I have to concentrate on, then it doesn't happen most of the time. Whoops. Punching the camera. Damn, this bit's hard to get out. Okay, that's better. Alright, let's carve around the next layer, so let's carve this bit. I can't push too hard because everything's quite frail, so maybe frail's not the right word. It's quite weak. It's sort of there's not much supporting stuff, if you know what I mean. And then let's do this one up here. Alright, so I'm going to start by taking bits on this one away to make it look like it's going underneath the stuff above it. I still keep that one kind of squarish because it's wrapping around the square, you know, the square leg. But we'll make the ones after that round because they're, you know, there is going to be actual fleshy leg there somewhere, so They have to wrap around the fleshy bit. Oops. Hey, Real, how's it going? Yeah, not bad, thanks. It was warm as hell again, wasn't it? I was working on the greenhouse today, and it was like, it must have been like 14 or 15. I was in a t-shirt again. It must have been about 14 or 15 out there. Yeah. Cheers, Real. Yeah. It was well nice out there today. I loved it. I want to have I'm desperate to have a barbecue. But every time I go out there, I'm like, oh man, I need to have a barbecue. Oh, well, yeah, oh, bummer. Unfortunately, idiots are just a part of life, right? Unfortunately. Right, I'm going to do this bit of the bandage now. Hopefully we should get a cool looking layer effect with the bandages. That would be cool, wouldn't it? Have like a conservatory. That'd be pretty cool. Unfortunately, it's the wall where I have all my stuff. The wall that I'm literally facing right now, so... If it wasn't though, I would definitely consider it. Fake bookcase indoor, yeah. Push on one of the carvings and it like something clicks and it opens up. Hey Madge, how's it going? Have you got a woodworking thing you're doing lately, Real? What did you do last? Oh, you did the little oak shelves, right? Do you have something else to do? Yeah. That'd be pretty cool. I am going to put a carving on the greenhouse door because I'm going to make the door. And on the bottom there's going to be like a panel. Sort of at like knee height. So I'm probably going to carve probably just like a green man or something on a flat piece of oak or something. Put it on there. Little coasters? Oh yeah. Oh right. You mean coasters for drinks and stuff, you mean, do you? I thought the oak shelves had like your radio and stuff. Oh, are they bedside things? Or something? Poplar and walnut. Okay, nice. Oh, they're bedside. Okay, I didn't realise that. I thought they were just like on like a random wall somewhere. Right. How long is it till Germany now then, Real? Can't be that long now, right? A rug under the bed. Oh, so you can put your feet on it in the morning, kind of. Yeah, okay. 50, you know the exact amount of days. I just realised how bright this is on. It doesn't look so bright on my phone, but on the screen it looks super bright. I'm alright. I don't need the full breakdown. I do find it funny that you have it though. It's just a countdown app. Okay. You should put it on your TV. So you got a big massive countdown on the wall. Yeah, that's not bad. There definitely aren't as many people who come in to talk. But, I've been doing it a much shorter time than Twitch. But I think more people, more people see what I'm doing. And it's a good way to get people to go to my other videos, because they can subscribe and then, look at my channel and see the other videos, stuff like that. Whereas Twitch, it doesn't really work like that. Trying to get someone from Twitch to go to YouTube is really difficult. So this is more like at the source, kind of grabbing people at the source. More lurkers, yeah. But I mean, I know why. It's because this is on people's shorts feeds, so they kind of just scroll through it, you know. There we go. That's pretty cool. Yeah. So whereas you can't, you can kind of do that on Twitch, but I don't think many people use that. I don't think many people use Twitch on mobile like people do use Twitch on YouTube. Use YouTube on mobile. I think there's way more percentage-wise. Obviously there's way more if you add them all up because YouTube has way more people. But I think percentage-wise, there's more like YouTube users who use a mobile. All right, real. You never trust that they're live. Yeah, that's true. They could just be random. Could just have a video playing in the background. All right, let's have this wrap around the back somewhere. Oh yeah, this kind of stream is odd on a computer screen, yeah, because it's vertical. It'll be very strange. But you get a lot more people watching with the vertical one, just because basically because of what we just said. Oh, did you? Nice. Oh, haricot beans. I've never. I mean, haricot beans are what's in baked beans, aren't they? I mean, I've never had them outside of baked beans, so I don't know what they're like on their own. I guess they're probably like most beans, right? Most beans are kind of flavourless, aren't they? Yeah. Fine, you liked them? The baked bean flavour. Oh, okay. Maybe you should just literally tip a tin of baked beans in next time. Yeah, it'd probably work, wouldn't it? I think you did that for a lot of things, really. You could probably do it in like a chili or something as well. Tip a load of baked beans in there. All right. Let's do this. Whoops. Let's do this. Gotta be careful. I'm putting quite a lot of pressure on, so I'm trying to put my finger on the backside to stop it, but I don't really want to slip because then I might slip forwards and cut my finger, so. And I can't push too hard because then I'll break it, so. I just got to do it slowly, slowly. Catchy monkey. That's true, actually. I have got like 8 fingers and 2 thumbs. That's a bit greedy, isn't it? A little bit greedy, let's face it. Sort of is in the animal kingdom. Kind of greedy. Don't know. Are there any animals that have more digits than humans? Funnily enough, real, I do know someone with webbed feet, so. Yeah. Uh, I wonder how much that actually helps with like swimming webbed feet. It must help a little bit, right? At least. Guess it depends to what extent they're webbed. They do seem to do okay, yeah. Yeah. Well, when it comes to swimming, at least, not so good at walking. Got quite a bit to clean up here, but I think it's looking pretty cool. I'm quite glad I stumbled on the bandage idea because I think it's going to work. Actually, we've done all the hard stuff really on this. Like, after this, I've just got to... Oh, I guess there's one more quite hard thing, which is to sculpt the foot, because I'm not going to wrap a bandage around that, so... That's the other quite difficult bit. But apart from that, it's just a rusty sword and the lantern with the candle in it, so that's not so bad. Kind of real, yeah. Hey, Nina or Nenad, how's it going? Yeah, it came across originally because that would be cool if it was a working candle, but no, I don't even know if you can get a candle that small. Could you? I have to make one. Yeah, it was because when I carved this bit here, I was like, oh, let me just carve the two legs. So I like carved in there and I carved in there, and then I realised that I didn't leave enough room for like fabric to be kind of taut along his legs, where his legs are quite far apart. So I thought, oh crap, like I've basically carved him as like a naked guy, pretty much. So and I thought, okay, well, how could I work around it? And so I thought, okay, well, I'll do it so that he has bandages wrapped around him. Can make one, yeah, could make one. Makes you think of gone fishing. Is it called gone fishing? Or no, go fishing, in it. Mortimer and Whitehouse go fishing. When Bob makes a candle out of a baby bell wax. Yeah, they probably do. They probably do, real. Sounds like Bob, yeah. He did it in a pub. Baby bell wax with a bit of tissue on the inside for the wick. Have it so the bandage above goes under this one. Switch it up a little bit. Alright, that's pretty cool. Right, now I'm going to start with a bandage on this other leg now. Probably just above the knee somewhere. And have that wrap up there. How long have I been on for? I've been on an hour and 40 minutes. So I'll probably leave in about 20 minutes or so, something like that. We'll see how it goes. Maybe I'll stay a bit longer. Oh yeah? Yeah, that's pretty good. Does that shed get really boiling in the summer? Because I know this one does. It gets hot as hell. In the summer it does, yeah. Okay. No insulation. Oh, what? There's no insulation, really? Are you gonna put insulation in it, or are you just not bothered? Is it a single skin, like a single skin wall? Just a wood. Oh yeah, so it is like a single skin, isn't it? Yeah. All right. No plans to insulate it. I mean, if you don't have to, then why bother, right? It's just more money. Oh, hey, real. How about the pond? Have you been working on that again yet, or did you finish it? I can't remember. I don't think you did you? We were thinking about putting a little pond at the top of our gardening, so I just removed an old compost bin I made, like, Jesus, 20 years ago maybe. It was just all rotten. And there's like a nice patch there where we just laid a load of slate down, just because the slate was kind of in the way of the new greenhouse, because we had like a pile of it, so we thought, oh, let's just maybe put a little pond next to it. Spring we plant around it, okay. Oh yeah, a little fountain pump. Oh yeah. You're not fans of just having the wall up then without the soil around it? I can't remember what it was now. Was it sleepers that you had around the outside, wasn't it? Oh, right, okay. Oh, okay. Cool. I look forward to seeing the pictures of that finished. It's going to look pretty cool, I reckon. Hopefully get some frogs and stuff in it. One thing we always get without fail is newts, even when we don't have a pond. If we just have like a bucket of water somewhere, the newts will just appear in it. Oh yeah. Why? What's wrong with the solid one? Oh, yeah, alright. What's wrong with the solid one? Has it just been more of a pain or something? Oh, right, okay. I mean, I guess with a liner you can be more like, uh, you know, make it like an experimental shape or whatever. Yeah, oh yeah, I see what you mean. Yeah, you could have like a gradual slope coming out of it as well, which helps. But I also think with plastic liner you have to worry about punctures quite a lot, right? I remember when we made our first pond, we put um, we cleared it all out, then we put sand and like clay from the garden that we dug out. We put that um, on top of it, and smoothed it over, and then we put loads of carpet underlay on top, and then we put the pond liner on top, and it still managed to get a leak. Yeah. Just got to lay this down on the bench to do this bit because it's sort of tricky to get to all this stuff. Okay. Let's cut some stuff back, make the bandages pop out a little bit. Yeah, exactly. Just dig a hole and chuck it in, right? We've never bought one of the. Of course, well, the other thing is they're quite expensive, more expensive, right? The pre-made like solid ones. So we've never bought one of those. We've always done a liner. We did make a fiberglass pond once for koi carp with breeze blocks around the outside, and then we put a polytunnel over it. And then when the polytunnel was over it, then we went inside and did the fiberglass. It's probably the worst thing I've ever done because I had to wear this like white like suit thing, you know, to stop the fiberglass getting on you, because obviously it's bad if you get that kind of like resin crap on your skin. And because of the reaction that takes place when you're putting the fiberglass on, it releases loads of heat. And it was the middle of summer, so it was the middle of summer and a polytunnel, putting fiberglass on blockwork when it was giving off the heat reaction. It was horrible. Worst thing I've ever done. Liners didn't look cheap, weren't they? Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, you know, we had masks. It was Why did that just say you're live? Did it just disconnect me? Weird. A small jump, was it? Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, obviously we wore masks and stuff, but it was hot, you know, and gloves as well. Like the gloves that came with the kit, we wore the gloves, but the heat just got right through them. It was horrible, just like sweating buckets when you walk out of there. It was like working in a loft, but worse. And then I had to take it all down a few years later, which is also really crap. Oh, did you? Interesting experience. Why? Did it go wrong or something? Or just annoying to do the fiberglass? Sometimes I see these videos online of like factories in India and stuff like that, and they're doing this stuff that's like obviously breathing in really horrible fumes in these factories, and I just think, holy crap! Like loads of those guys doing that must be bloody dying young, I should think, or having like some kind of horrible respiratory illness for their whole life or something. Freaking horrible. Oh, tricky and different. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's one material I would definitely never work with again, fiberglass. Just such a pain. And such horrible crap as well, you know. Oh, was it? Oh, cool. Have you still got it then, real? Your shield? Or did you chuck it? Yeah, oh, okay, yeah. It's in the shed? Oh, cool. Did you dress up as Captain America as well then, or just had the shield? Ah, cool. I've never been to a Comic Con, but I kind of would like to just to experience it, but I have the feeling I would probably not like it very much. Mm. This bit doesn't make sense. We need to have a bit there. There we go. Oh, did you? Oh, okay, cool. I'll have a look. Hang on. Just want to get this bit out of here because it's peeing me off. There you go. Depends what you go for, yeah. I guess I would just go to, I don't know, just wander around. Oh, it's that kind. Oh, right, I see. That's cool. Is that from is that on any of the movies, or is it just like the old cartoons or comics or something? Meeting celebs, yeah. Yeah, what did you like did you pay for like pictures or autographs or something like that? Oh, it's from the first Captain America film. Ah, okay. Oops. Yeah. Mm. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, she puts a lot of work into her stuff. And make this one go under the one above it as well. Called spats. Spats? I don't know. What was that? Hey, sniper wipers. How's it going? Spats. What did they do on it? Was it just like Saturday cartoons and stuff, or? I don't think I remember it. It's in a fast food restaurant. Let me have a look. I'll see if I remember it. Spats. Spats TV series. No, I do not recognise that at all. I recognise some of the people in it, but Faz Blackwood. Reese Ifans was in it. 2 episodes. No, don't recognise it. Winston, yeah, yeah. Faz Blackwood, right? The only thing I know him from is is it the only thing I know him from? But the main thing probably is it's either Snatch or Lockstock. I can't remember now. I think it's Lockstock and Two Smoking Barrels. No, I can't. I don't think I've ever seen that reel. Jennifer Calvert. Yeah, let me see if I know Jennifer Calvert from anything else. Where is she? There. Oh, she's on Stargate. My brothers watched Stargate. I didn't watch it, but I would probably have seen her on it. Oh, 3 episodes. Okay, maybe not. Oh, she's on Brookside, but I never watched that. 2 episodes of The Fast Show. 2 episodes of The Bill. Yeah, I don't think I would have seen her on anything. I don't know if I really recognise her. She looks sort of familiar. Oh, Jeremy Renner. Oh yeah, Natalie Dormer. Yeah, she was the Game of Thrones one, right? Terry Farrell. I don't know who that is. Haley Atwell. Don't know who that is. Oh, Stanley, obviously. Oh, Biff. Oh, DS9. Oh yeah. Who was your favourite person then? Real, like, who was the nicest person to you who you remember? Someone who stuck with you. Let's have a look. Terry Farrelly. I probably know who that is. Let's have a look. You know what? I actually don't think I do. Unless you maybe haven't spelled it correctly. Oh, really? Sniper wipers? Cool. Yeah, some of that FX stuff is awesome. Oh yeah, it's because Terry Farrelly is coming up with a researcher, not with not with an actress. Oh, really, real? Don't say that to Mrs. Monkey either. Oh, Terry Farrell. Okay, let's have it. Terry Farrell. Yes, I do recognise her. Is she Dax? Yes, Jadsia Dax. Yeah, okay, I recognise her. Yeah. Right. I think that's where I'm going to end there for tonight. I'm going to do more bandages. It's going to cut further up his body, but I'll probably have it so like there's a section here that isn't bandaged, just a small section, and then have it go up here, around his arm a bit, probably down to his elbow maybe, and then that'll be it maybe for the bandages. And then we've got to add a couple more things. I've got to take his shoulders down a bit as well. Actually, that shoulder looks weird as hell. That's got to go down a bit. I can see that now. I couldn't see it before, but I can now. Oh, okay, real cool. Yeah, see that, real? Something to do with you being the most recent chatter, maybe, Sniper Wipers? I don't know. If you hover your mouse over it, if you click on it, maybe it'll tell you. Let me hover my mouse over it. It just says top fans. If you click on it, then it shows you XP. It's to do with how much you've chatted or something. I don't really understand it. I'm not very used to YouTube streaming, so. There we go. Right. Okay. I'm out of here. Thanks for coming, everyone. I hope you have a good Thursday, and I'll catch you later.